you're gaming on an Nvidia GPU and still struggling with stutters, unstable FPS, or random lag spikes, then you've probably been ignoring the settings that actually matter. Most gamers only scratch the surface, but today, I'm diving deep into the hidden Nvidia settings that aren't just overlooked, they're buried inside the system. And once you apply these properly, you'll start unlocking FPS you didn't even know your hardware could deliver. Let's get started.
What's to do with the lag and high ping while you play games? So that's you need a GEARUPBOOSTER. This is the ultimate tool to lower your ping, boost stability, and give you zero lag. Pro players like Asian Jeff and Polarized use it to stay ahead. So why not you? Download GEARUPBOOSTER now from the link in the description and dominate every match.
To unlock hidden FPS potential using Nvidia's official tools, the first thing you need to do is open the Nvidia app. Before touching any performance settings, the most important step is to make sure your GPU drivers are fully updated. Navigate to the Drivers tab and check for any available updates. If there's a new version, install it right away. But make sure you're selecting the game-ready driver and not the studio one. Game-ready drivers are designed specifically for gaming. They include the latest performance improvements, bug fixes, and compatibility optimizations for newly released titles. Using studio drivers may seem stable, but they aren't built with FPS and gaming fluidity in mind. Once that's done, head over to the Settings section and then go into Program Settings. This is where Nvidia allows you to optimize individual games. You'll see a list of all detected games installed on your PC. From here, you can use Nvidia's Auto Optimize tool, which intelligently analyzes your hardware and applies the best settings for each game. If you're unsure which settings to tweak manually, this feature gives you a solid baseline that balances both visuals and FPS. Simply pick a game from the list and click Optimize. It's a quick performance jump for games that may not be tuned yet, and it works great as your first pass before you dig into deeper custom settings. Now let's switch to the Global Settings tab. This area controls system-wide GPU behavior and has some of the most hidden yet impactful FPS-related options. Start with CUDA, GPUs. Set this to All, ensuring your entire GPU is available for heavy workloads and rendering tasks. Then disable both DSR factors and DSR smoothness. These features are used for dynamic upscaling but unnecessarily tax your GPU. Disabling them keeps your FPS higher, especially in competitive titles. Scroll down to Low Latency mode and set it to On. This reduces the number of frames queued by your GPU, meaning you get faster input response. If you're playing ultra-competitive shooters, you can also test the Ultra setting, though it may increase GPU load slightly. After that, enable image scaling. This lets your games run at lower resolutions while maintaining crisp visuals using a sharpening filter. It's a great trick for squeezing out extra FPS without a major visual downgrade. Just set the sharpness slider around 20–30% for best results. Now configure the max frame rate setting. Cap this slightly below your monitor's refresh rate, for instance, 58 FPS for a 60 Hz display. This prevents frame pacing issues and helps stabilize the GPU workload. Then check OpenGL GDI compatibility and leave it on auto unless you're using legacy OpenGL software. The same applies to Vulkan OpenGL present method. Keeping it on auto ensures maximum compatibility across all modern games. Under Power Management mode, switch from Optimal Power to Prefer Maximum Performance. This locks your GPU to higher clock speeds during gameplay, preventing sudden drops that cause stuttering. Then find the Shader Cache option. Make sure it's turned on. This stores precompiled shaders on your drive so your games don't lag when loading new visual effects. If there's an option for shader cache size, the default setting is perfectly fine for most users. Next, locate Texture Filtering, Negative LOD Bias, and set it to Allow. This improves texture clarity when MIP maps are used, which is helpful for sharp visuals in fast-paced games. But if your system is struggling, you can also set it to Clamp for a bit more consistency and less shimmer. Finally, go to Vertical Sync and make sure it's turned off. While it can fix screen tearing, VSync adds input delay and lowers FPS. Unless your monitor lacks G-Sync or Adaptive Sync, it's better to leave VSync disabled for faster, lag-free gameplay. After finishing all adjustments, click Apply and relaunch your game. These Nvidia settings are often overlooked, but they directly impact how your GPU renders frames, responds to input, and allocates power. Now it's time to apply the hidden Nvidia settings that can actually unlock more FPS than you think. Begin by downloading the Nvidia Performance Boost Pack from my official website. This pack includes everything we'll use in the next few steps, so make sure it's fully extracted before we begin. Start inside the folder named GPU Optimization. The first thing you'll see is a file called clear.bat. This is a smart cleanup script that instantly wipes junk files, clears leftover GPU logs, and refreshes core system responsiveness. To use it safely, right-click on clear.bat and choose Run as Administrator. This step alone will remove hidden performance blockers from your system and leave your Windows environment more responsive for gaming. Next, head over to the file labeled Gaming Optimization Registry. This is where the real Nvidia side performance tuning begins. Double-click on it, hit Yes, then press OK to continue. Now you'll need to decide between two custom-tuned optimization profiles, low med optimization or med-high optimization. If you're running a low-end or mid-tier Nvidia GPU, like a GTX 750, 1050, or even a lower-end 1650, then stick with low med optimization. But if you've got something stronger, like a 2060, 3060, or anything above, choose med-high optimization. If you're not sure which one to go with, drop your specs in the comments, and I'll help you choose the best one for your system. For now, I'll select low med optimization. Just like before, click Yes, then OK, and let Windows apply the registry changes in the background. Once that's done, open the next folder called GPU Thread Optimization. This contains a powerful registry tweak made specifically for Nvidia cards. It tells your system to offload graphics processing in a more direct thread execution manner. All you have to do is double-click the registry file, press Yes twice, and hit OK. And just like that, your system will start prioritizing GPU tasks more aggressively for gaming. Finally, we'll fine-tune the hardware interrupt handling using the MSI mode utility. Open the folder labeled MSI mode utility, then right-click the app and choose Run as Administrator. When it opens, scroll through the list until you find your Nvidia GPU model. Click on it, enable the MSI checkbox, set the priority to high, and click Apply. This step rewires how your GPU communicates with your system, reducing latency and improving frame processing speeds. After applying all these steps, you'll notice a clear boost in FPS, reduced micro stutters, and much smoother gameplay, especially in fast-paced titles like CS2, Fortnite, or even competitive shooters.
To get started with GEARUPBOOSTER, download the tool from the official website using the link in the description. After downloading, install it on your PC. Once installed, you'll see the GEARUPBOOSTER interface. The first thing you'll need to do is log in with your Facebook or Google account. On the Home tab, you'll find all the games installed on your PC. If you go to the Games tab, you can browse thousands of games available for optimization. To optimize your network and FPS, return to the Home tab and select the game you want to boost. For example, I'll select Fortnite. Click the Boost button and the tool will begin optimizing the game. It will automatically find the best server for you. Next, you'll need to choose your server region. Select the nearest server for the best connection. In my case, the middle server works best. After selecting the server, close the window. Now go to the Not tab where you'll see a list of servers available in the Middle East. Choose the nearest one or let GearUp automatically pick the best server for you. I recommend setting it to Automatic for the best results. Finally, close the window and launch your game using GEARUPBOOSTER. This will help you optimize Fortnite or any other game for lower ping and higher FPS.
That's it. Hidden Nvidia tweaks, real FPS unlocked. Hit like, tap subscribe for more boost guides, and drop your new frame rate numbers in the comments. See you in the next optimization.